Did you ever have one of those times where you're just about plodding along, just about managing, and then this realization comes into you, or you get this sense of, no, I actually can do this. I actually am okay. And then life changes. That happened to me on the Camino. And the title of this post sort of sums it up. When I can't becomes I can. The whole world opens up. So what happened? Well, most of it is in the post, but long story short, I would be long story longer. We had decided to walk the Camino, my wife and I. We decided to do a week on the Camino. Now, this decision had been made, would you believe it, nearly 10 years ago. But between the jigs and the reels, family illness, other family issues, COVID, lots of other things, it didn't happen. And then recently I had this realization. I wanted to do it. I'm getting very close to another big zero age, and I want to have this done before then. It's on the bucket list. A week on the Camino. Not all of it, just a week of it. So we had our route planned, Vigo to Santiago. It said it was mild to moderate and it was achievable and doable. So we thought, okay, and part of it was near the water. Love that. But we started off with an I can't focus. I suffer a post-viral illness. Of course, I need to focus on the what ifs, the I can'ts. Fatigue happens when I over-exercise, when I get overstressed, when I overdo it. Fatigue comes in, no matter what nutrition I'm taking. That's what can happen when you have this underlying viral sort of vibration in your body. That's my life's work, to help me to manage that, to live with that. Not only to live with it, but to thrive with it. And there are many lessons in that. But the biggest lesson for me was, and I talk about this all the time, it's in my book, Tap Into Success. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that's what happened. The I can't attitude at the beginning was, let's have a taxi. Where can we get a taxi? If we need a taxi, we're taking a taxi. We're not martyrs on this cause. We want to also enjoy this and we want to be safe. And the first day, we lived the I can't motto. We tried our best. We got to about 17 kilometers. It was 27 to 30 degrees that day. We were dehydrated. Our water was drunk. There was only one good stop along the way, and the next stop had no food really. They could serve us drinks, but we didn't. We wanted more than drinks. We got drinks, but we wanted more than drinks. So we had to walk on. And by the time we got to the next substantial place, we were at 17 kilometers or thereabouts, and we were tired, we were fatigued, we were sore, we were hot, probably cranky. So we called it. We got a taxi. Now there was part of me feeling, I failed. That changed very quickly, because when I looked at the mileage that we were doing, the distance that we were doing every day, it turned out we were actually walking that bit more to get to our accommodation, to get back from our accommodation onto the route. So we made up that 6 kilometers and more. It turned out we walked 126 kilometers over the 5 days of walking. So we did it. We made it. We definitely were pilgrims on the journey. But at times you can get so in on pain and what's going on that you forget about the journey side of it and you get insular. And I think that's the I can't. So the first day we were I can't. The second day we were lucky. It was a shorter distance. We set out early. The weather was lovely, but we had forests and beautiful sounds of nature, everything. It was 12 kilometers. We did it. We did it in not bad time either. And we had a good rest that day as well. And all of a sudden it was I can. Now the next day was a big distance again, 22, 23 kilometers. And immediately there was that sense of, well, if we get to 14. But as I started to walk that day, I started to think about the people I was walking for, people who I'd picked stones up for on the first day, people who I could do nothing for. I can't fix what they're going through. I can't take them out of what they're going through. But I could carry them in my heart, in my energy, and send them positive vibrations on this walk. And so I wanted to walk that day. And we were having a rest day the next day, so I really wanted to try. The taxi talk did come up, and I sort of made the choice, we can order the taxi, but I'm not getting in. I want to try. Would you believe it? No taxi would come to that place out of a city for fear you'd walked on by the time they got there. So we didn't order the taxi. We didn't get the taxi. We did try. We walked. We took longer at the stops. We rested. We talked about how we were feeling. We talked about how we were trying to get there. And we talked about how part of us really didn't want to get there. And we were fed up and we were annoyed at times. But we did get there. We did get there. And I can't was definitely becoming I can. Not at a conscious level, but within us. And it was only after the rest day, on the next day of walking, which would have been the 4th day of walking, that I realized, as I was walking in the rain that morning, I had shifted. And the thought came into my head, when I can't becomes I can, the energy changes. And it brought me back to a time when I was coming out of the first real bad bout of post-traumatic stress and the viral thing, and realizing these were sort of connected. And knowing that I was about to face back into the real world again. And what if I hadn't the energy for a day? What if I couldn't get up every day? What if this depression, anxiety never lifted? What if this was my life? And the person listened to my what ifs. And then they said, I want you to add one word in front of what if. It's a very small word, 2 letters. Put so in front of what if. Now, I've used that with clients ever since. And it was a big challenge to me to actually listen to that. So what if I can't get up? I'll rest that day. You see how it totally changes the energy. It's nearly like putting the fingers up to the what ifs, isn't it? Facing the fear, but not in an aggressive way. So what if? So what if I feel depressed? It's okay. I started becoming my own best friend that day. Now, it took years for me to really become my own best friend. That's the journey that I now help others go through. And mostly in a much quicker fashion, especially if you're ready to take on that so what if, or if you're ready to turn your I can't into I can. And if you are, get in touch. Book a discovery call, a quick 10-minute chat, or just go straight to booking one-to-one. Maybe pop on to some of my online tapping programs. They're all there and all focused on helping you shift from I can't to I can. So what if? So what if there are still things in your energy system from the past that are not resolved that you can actually resolve? Because the good news is we are vibrational energy. Every part, 99.99999 part of it is just strings of vibration. The bad news is we are vibrational energy, because what you think sets your vibration and everything else follows. So if you think you can't, you can't. And you'll get more experiences to help you think I can't. But if you start to believe and think that you can, you'll get more of that frequency as well. And if you use tapping, really good skill and tool, with that, and really start to tune in the I can scripts into your whole energy vibration, watch how things change. You do have to be a little bit ready, and you're not on your own. I'm there with you. I hope this post helps you write out your I can'ts, flip the script, turn them into I cans, face the fear, but do it in a gentle way. No criticism, no blaming yourself. And if you need help with that, that's where I come in. So get in touch, read the post, like and follow me, share it with your friends, go onto my social media. There's some things there, not always a lot, but start to make your world possible again. Doesn't matter what age you are, what stage you're at, it's all possible when you start retuning the frequencies, just like the guitars behind me. Just start retuning to positive vibrations of I can. So what? Of course I can. Thanks for watching. Have a brilliant day and see what I can't can be turned into an I can, even just for today.